What's up? I'm going to talk about something pretty controversial in the diet and fitness industry today, and that is metabolic damage. And so what is metabolic damage? It's defined as a slowdown in your metabolism that affects your weight and health. And from my experience, this is generally caused by cutting your calories a significant amount and then keeping it at that low number. So anyone out there who's currently on a low carb, low calorie diet, this is for you. This is kind of like a cautionary tale, and you might want to think ahead about what you're doing. Now, maybe you love what you're doing, that's fine, continue on. But here's what will probably happen. So let's say a year ago you were eating 2,000 calories, and you've slowly decreased that because you see every time that you decrease it by like 50 calories, 100 calories, you're like, oh, I lose weight. And I'm working out like I always do, because your metabolism used to you working out, but you're decreasing those calories, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, let me keep decreasing them so that I can keep escalating my weight loss. So maybe, you were at 2,000 and now you're at 1,500. So where are you going to go from there? Because at 1,500 calories, your body has stabilized. You've stopped losing weight. You're not really sure how to lose more weight unless you exercise much harder or cut more calories. And let's say you're at the point where you're already like hungry when you go to bed, you're not satiated after meals, and so you just don't know what to do next. Well, this is the point at which I believe that you've hit some metabolic damage, because you can no longer intake a normal amount of calories for your body, and you've decreased your consistent metabolic or caloric intake, and your weight has stabilized. So you're no longer losing weight at that lower caloric deficit. So your body has stabilized at that new calorie intake. Now that's bad news for you, because that means as soon as you increase your calories, which you're probably going to want to if you want to eat like normally ever again, then you're going to gain weight. And it definitely depends on the types of foods that you eat, but your body will want to retain some of that food, especially if you're under the number of calories that you should be intaking for your body. So in the short term, you may be thinking, I'm doing this great job doing weight loss, but in the long term, what you're actually doing is you're damaging your metabolism, you're damaging your body's ability and speed at which it processes foods, and the way in which it stores food. So right now, maybe you're on like a low calorie diet, your body's probably retaining as many calories as it can above its basic daily needs to like keep your brain functioning, or it's sacrificing those daily needs, and it's saying, all right, well, I guess she doesn't need the happiness brain function, or she doesn't really need that much energy, so I'll take that out so that we can continue to walk or continue to talk to like people and interact and do your daily job. So when you hit that metabolic damage point, you really have to ask yourself, am I willing to continue feeling this way, or continue to decrease my calories and feel even worse? Sun, yay. And you might want to consider starting that healing process of your metabolism, or increasing your metabolism, because it's at a lower burn rate. It's just a fact that you lowered your calories. That means it's burning less every day, and your weight isn't dropping. That means it's literally burning less calories every day. And at that 2,000, you were burning more calories every day because you were maintaining your weight up there as well. So in order to go back from that 1,500 to that 2,000, you're gonna have to gain a little bit of weight, because there's no other way to do it other than you could increase your exercise a lot. But then again, when you want to stop exercising, it's going to happen. You're going to gain a little bit of weight. And not to say that you can't stabilize, but I know that most of the people that I'm talking to out there are afraid of, are weighing themselves every single day and afraid of gaining, 1 pound. And that's not going to get you anywhere. So to start that healing process, you just have to jump back up. There's no easy way to do it. If Fits or Macros have the same problem. They go through these 12-week bikini preps. They get down to their lowest weights. They look amazing, but then they get to their show, they place first, whatever, last, and they're really happy about their weight, and then they start post-show and off-season, and they're like, well, I can't eat tilapia and brown rice every day. You know, this is boring. I want to get back to normal. So then they start increasing their calories. They gain a ton of weight back because, you know, those goddess and gods' bodies aren't maintainable for the rest of their lives. And, you know, they have to do it the hard way. They have to gain a ton of weight at one time. So if you're on that fence about, like, I've been decreasing my calories to lose weight, and I don't really like where I'm headed, then I'd encourage you to start that metabolic healing process. I don't think it has to take forever. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm still in that process for sure, but I think that the sooner that you start, or at least the sooner that you stop cutting your calories and damaging your metabolism, the better off you're going to be. So either stabilize with where you're at right now and kind of assess the situation, or get on that path to like increasing your metabolism, because I mean, from all the old people, not old people, like middle-aged people I've talked to, they're like, yeah, your metabolism really drops when you hit your like 30s and 40s, which I don't know if it's true or not, but hey, it wouldn't hurt to be prepared for that, right? You don't want to be eating 1,500 calories and turn 30, and then your metabolism slows down even further. I mean, what are you gonna have to do? Eat 500 calories a day? Just some thoughts, just something to think about. A little bit of warning. So let me know what you think about metabolic damage, and or your experiences with it, or maybe you don't believe in it. Just leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts.